All right. It's Dr. Wright here. And today I am going over a method that you can use. Now, I know my arrow looks raggedy, y'all. I'm using my computer mouse and it's rough. The method I'm going to use today is called equal additions. It's a way to subtract mixed numbers. The reason why you may want to use this method is because if you pay attention, look here. This numerator is bigger than this numerator. So it's not as easy to subtract that by just going 2 minus 1, which is your whole number, and gives you 1, and then 3 minus 4. That makes no sense. You can't take 4 from 3. So here's a method that can help you to get an answer quickly and efficiently. Now, what I'm going to do first is I am going to add the same fraction to both sides, because in math, whatever you do to one side, you must do to the other. Now you might be saying, whoa, wait a second. You're just going to add a fraction? How are you choosing 2 6? Well, I'll tell you how I'm choosing 2 6. The reason why I chose 2 6 is because I looked at my subtrahend, which is just a fancy word for the number that you subtract from the other number, the bigger number. And I realize if I add 2 6 to 4 6, it's going to give me 6 6, and 6 6 is the same as 1. And so because of that, I can easily solve this subtraction problem. Now let me start on my left side. I'm just going to bring down the 2. And 3 6 plus 2 6 equals 5 6. I hope you see how I got that. All I did was bring down my whole number and then add the fractions. I'm going to bring down my subtraction sign. Don't get confused. This is the subtraction problem. I'm just adding 2 6 to both fractions. Now I'm going to bring down my 1, and 4 6 plus 2 6 is 6 6. Okay, so we have a 1 and a 6, 6. Let me separate them with a plus sign so you don't get confused, because they go together. But I can't leave a fraction saying, and if you're in my fourth grade class and watching this, you know the first thing I would have said is superpower activate. Now, that is an inside joke with my class. They know exactly what I mean when I say that. As a matter of fact, if you're watching and you're in my fourth grade class, the code word today is baseball. Baseball it is. All right. Now, 1 plus 6, 6. The first thing I'm going to do is bring over my 1. And instead of writing 6 over 6, I'm just going to write 1 because they mean the same thing. And 1 plus 1 equals what? 2. Right? So here, keep in mind, I hope you're watching. Don't forget my whole number that's over here. You can't forget this whole number. And now I have a new whole number over here. So now my new subtraction problem is 2 and 5, 6 minus 2. On this entire right side, I did a lot of math to be able to make it to 2. And 2 minus 2 is 0, so my whole numbers cancel out, and all I'm left with is 5, 6. This method again is called equal additions. Let me do one more problem in case you're like, okay, I need to see another one to really get it. All right, here I'm still using equal additions, and I'm going to do the same thing again. Here we go. Now I'm looking at 9/10 and realize that the 9 is bigger than the 5. So that means I have to use a method and to subtract this problem. So if you can guess it, maybe you can guess, what am I going to add to each fraction so that one of my fractions become a whole number? Well, I'm going to add 1/10. So I'll add 1/10 here, because I know when I add 1/10 to 9/10, it's going to give me 10/10. Whatever you do to one side, you have to do to the other side. Make my little bar, and then just start doing the math. Make the math, okay? Bring down my 4. 5/10 plus 1/10 is 6/10. Why is this computer's trying me? Give me all this moving. All right, 6/10. Bring down the subtraction sign, and then I'm going to bring down that 1, and 9/10 plus 1/10 is 10/10. Keep in mind, this is combined with the 1, so I am going to separate them with a plus sign. And I cannot leave this 10 over 10 the way it is. So I'm going to change that 1 to a 1. So now instead of 1 plus 10 over 10, it will be 1 plus 1. And what is 1 plus 1? 1 plus 1 equals 2. So the right side of my equation, this entire right side, is now the number 2. And here goes my other whole number. Now let me rewrite my subtraction problem. 4 and 6/10 minus 2 equals, well, 4 minus 2 is 2, and then just bring over the 6/10. Voila, this method again, quite easy the more you practice it. This is Dr. Wright. I'm signing out. I am going to do another video on another strategy to use to subtract fractions, more particular, mixed numbers.